I'm Jaclyn Johnson.
And I'm Marina Middleton.
And this is WorkParty, a podcast that's part work and part party. WorkParty celebrates a new generation of women who are redefining the meaning of work on their own terms and having fun while doing it.
In this podcast, we are diving into all the areas of being a working woman: mind, body, and business. No topic is off limit.
Real talk and hot takes. Think of us as your internet work wives. This is WorkParty,
the podcast.
Wait, where's the champagne? Welcome to this episode of WorkParty, the podcast, where we talk all things work and all things party. Let's get into it. A bombshell has entered the villa, and it's the festival.
I can't believe we're finally here. It has been, 17 years planning this?
Yeah, truly. Yeah. I know, it's crazy. It's since we were 2 years old. A really great article came out today on CNBC, and the headline was, a 40-year-old CEO sold her company. Like, no name for me, but it was about me. Just shocker, I know. It's crazy.
Obviously it wouldn't be about me. I'm a baby.
Of course. But no chill. Zero chill for CNBC. Love the piece. Thank you so much. It is a great piece, but really I'm just like, damn, seeing it in bold print.
It's so funny. But also it actually wasn't even accurate because they did say 40 sold the company and then bought it back 2 years later. It's like the math isn't math.
So basically Marina's like, it actually says you're 42. Yeah. I was like, great.
But no, we are here in LA recording.
Pre-festival.
Yeah, we have 2 days until festival. The team has been loading in since yesterday. It is so crazy. And we're trying to capture behind the scenes. We were just talking about like showing behind the scenes of it. We really are trying to capture the behind the scenes of the actual festival and the stages and all that stuff. But I'm dying to see it come to life. Like, my anxiety is at an all-time high.
It's really, I think we're still a few days out. I think Friday midday is really when you're going to get that crunch time and feel like things are actually happening. It's super exciting.
I can't wait. But yeah, so a little bit about the festival. We sold out officially, which is also funny because we have been talking about this event for honestly like a year actually since we've launched it. And the amount of people that have been emailing being like, I didn't get my ticket. Can I get it? I'm like, where the hell have all of these people been? But someone said something, I'm curious since you are from LA, that this is a very LA thing that
100%.
People wait like literally day of and decide like, actually, I want to go to that. Is that true?
Yes, 100%. I mean, I think it's like.
And do you do that?
No, I'm such a planner. Yeah. Like, I also don't go places. So it's like also tough. No, but like, this is something where, again, because it was, advertised or marketed so far out, I would have definitely bought tickets. But it's funny because it's like people kind of wait for the talent drops. But I feel like it was really around like May, June when we had like a massive drop. And then I think that's when like the bulk of tickets like sold. But then, it's so funny. No matter how many times we think we're posting and being so annoying on Instagram, there's still people who are like, I got a message today. You're doing a festival this weekend?
Yeah, no.
I said, you follow me. You follow Cultivate. You're on the newsletter list. It's like, nothing's computing.
Yeah, nothing is clocking.
Yeah, no, they're not. It's not clocking to you that we're doing this.
This is your sign to post your content because most likely people are still not seeing it.
Yeah. Post and archive, post and archive,
yeah,
post and archive.
I really am trying to post so much stuff.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. Sierra from Love Island did this. It didn't really work out the way she wanted to because, you don't know if you know the drama of the Love Island, but she sent herself a little message. She recorded a little message before she went on to herself.
Wait, I would cry.
I know, and she got kicked off and it was really bad. But I want you to send a little message to yourself for the day after festival.
I will. Oh, right
publicly,
now.
In front of everyone.
It's like, right now. Oh my God. For the day after festival.
No, actually record it and we'll stitch it in here.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I'm really good at this.
Helen, can you remind us to do that? Okay.
She said I'm not listening.
Yeah.
No, there's so much to talk about. Let's kick it off with the Coldplay affair.
That was wild. So Helen told me on our way here about that. So the crazy part is like, and I was saying this, people do this all the time, right? They have this affair. They go to these public things. They go to courtside seats. They go to, like, you can't do that. One, stop having an affair. Just leave your relationship if you're not happy. That's period. Two, if you're going to have an affair, maybe not be public, like where thousands and thousands of people are there. But yeah, okay, so if someone doesn't know it, tell them about what happened.
So essentially it's like the Coldplay concert. I don't know where, I think it was maybe the UK or I don't know where they were in the world, but essentially also a very public-facing CEO and an employee.
His chief of staff or something.
Or chief people officer, so a C-suite executive, just canoodling at a Coldplay concert, and they like do crowd shots where they're like, "Hey!" And the way this man dropped to his knees, and it was so funny because Chris Martin goes, "Oh, okay." Like he's like, "This is so weird," because normally everyone's like, "What's up? We're so excited to be here." And like he goes, "Either you're really shy or you're having an affair." And obviously the internet did its work. Within 6 hours, someone said, "CEO of astronomer,"
and they're both married.
No, I think just he's married.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, he's married and has a kid. I know. I hope she takes him for everything.
No, no, it's actually terrible. So yeah, so that happened. What else?
Nothing. I just feel like the internet is such a like crazy place right now. It's exciting. Okay, so back to festival. Who are you most excited to see/meet?
I'm so excited to. Oh, okay. I'm so excited to interview Sierra. I think like. It's funny looking back at pictures of like you've interviewed Martha Stewart, you've interviewed these like massive names.
Yeah, it was a tough conversation. It was basically me coming in saying like, who should interview Sierra? And it went, I'm interviewing Sierra from Marina. Right. That's how the conversation went. That's exactly how it went. By the way, I will be interviewing Sierra. I was like, okay.
I was like, who does Jaclyn want to interview? Anybody besides Sierra? No, I am really excited to talk to her. I just think that like, yeah, I like grew up on Sierra. Like it's just so cool. And so anyways, interview her. I think that's really exciting. I obviously am so excited for Doechii. Like it's been such a long process to get to that point where she performs. But I will tell you, my favorite moment of every single event is the first time me and you go on stage together.
Aww.
It's like the best. And it also just like, it like feels real at that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, whoa, like we're up there, we're greeting everybody, all the heads, people are taking pictures, they're happy. They're like, I'm like, wow,
it is super
here,
exciting.
you know?
I know. I'm really excited about Doechii. I'm also very excited about Cyrus, the content creator. They are just beautiful.
Yeah.
On social media and hilarious. So I'm so excited about that panel. Obviously, Jamila Jamil, Leah Katab from Love Island. I'm in my Love Island season, obviously.
Yeah.
So excited about obviously Janae Aiko. I'm interviewing. Super, super excited about that as well. I mean, there's just like so many people. It's actually insane. Sophia Bush.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So our lineup is so insane that all I keep thinking about, which I hate that I am that person, I'm just like, how are we going to beat this next year? Like, can we start thinking about talent next year? And there were so many people that obviously we went out to that just couldn't make the date. So we'll have them hopefully for next year. But it's just funny to think that like every event gets bigger, it gets better. And, when we look back at this, which is crazy to say, but like this will be our smallest festival that we have ever done. Isn't that cool to think?
That's so crazy. Yeah. And also I'll say this, it's funny, like I started to feel that way towards the end of creating Cultivate too. Like who else could we have? We've had everyone. But basically what happens within that year is so much new stuff comes to light, like new CEOs, new companies, new interesting people who blow up. It's just like, it's actually like so cool that like the world just keeps like putting out amazing talent and like we get to be the shepherds of that talent.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. It's going to be amazing. I think that, what are you anxious about?
I'm anxious about everything that could go wrong. Like, I mean, I think we're in a really good place. Like from an event perspective, you have like your top 3 things, right? Weather, number 1. I think we're in a good place. Like it's been really beautiful out. The forecast is great. Like it's in our favor. 2 is like anything that's going to go wrong during setup that we're going to have to like troubleshoot or change or whatever. And 3 is just like, if no one comes.
No.
Which like won't happen. But like you always have that moment where you're like.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
But also I posted this Instagram post. And I want to talk about your viral Instagram post. So crazy. Mine did not go viral, but it has 11,000 views. But basically I said, and we've talked about this, but like as a founder, the best gift, if you're a friend of a founder, the best gift you can give is knowing you can get a discount, knowing you can get something for free and then paying full price anyway.
Yeah.
And I've gotten so many comments on it and like so many people in my DMs. And like someone even said, the worst thing is when you give it to someone for free and they don't even show up. Like, and I was like, that's so true. Like it feels so flippant to someone else, but it's so important to that person.
Yeah.
And I think that's like, even just like hosting a dinner or whatever, like we hosted a dinner last night for Cherub and like, not to like name names. No, I'm just kidding. I won't name names, but like, it was a 16-person dinner. It's a small dinner. And like one person didn't show, didn't email, didn't anything. Like I've never heard from her again. Like, and I'm just like, I would never, again, stuff happens, of course, But I'm like, it's just so wild to me that people don't think about the effort, the cost.
Yeah.
Like we're a small business, you know? It's just like, I don't know. I don't
think Create and Cultivate is viewed as a small business, which is why I posted a story of me because again, I've been trying to be more intentional about like creating content and showing up and stuff. But I posted a video of me crying, which is so funny because Matt was like, "Did you just seriously cry on video?" But I was posting a video because I was just like, "There's so much pressure," and I really don't think people realize like one, the small team that we have, right? Like we have a max 10 people, like that's including me and you. Two, like the sheer hours that we put into bringing these events and the details, like every single thing. Oh, like your feet hurt? Perfect. We'll have shoes for you to change in. Oh, like you need this? Perfect. We have it. Like every single thing we've thought about. But also thinking through like, it is still a small business and we're building and we're, and like.
It's so crazy because technically a small business by definition is anything under 20 million in revenue.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Crazy, yeah.
I always was like, I thought it was like 5 employees. Yeah, exactly. Like making $100,000 a year. Like it's actually insane when you think about it from like those definitions. But yeah, and we are a small business, like a small team. Like we're all figuring it out. This isn't like a 50-person operation.
No.
Yeah. So I just think there needs to be like a little bit more empathy around like, your founder friends, entrepreneurs,
totally.
Like, and I feel trying to do it.
Yeah, I feel strongly about that. I mean, I've talked to you about it. I definitely want to create more content about it. I think that we live in a world where there's just like a lot of entitlement, and that's very new for me. And so feeling like, oh, someone is like, hey, I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this, and I don't want to pay, and I want this for free, and it's like, wait, what? Like, I'm trying to make a business here, like
And I think this is so true of creative type businesses. So I think it's like people like a Create and Cultivate, like a, makeup artist, like a whatever, like like a true artist, like a whatever, like those creative fields often get like pigeonholed into like, well, you should just do it. Or like, we'll do it for this or that. And like, sometimes that makes sense. Or like, it's no big deal. Like you could just do my makeup. You're so good at it. And it's like, that's their profession, you know? So 100%. I think that's interesting.
I think what I'm anxious about is just like seeing it all come to life. Matt made a good point about like, cause I was like, what could go wrong? Like, I want to figure out what could go wrong. And he's like, there's a 5% of the event could go wrong or something like that. Like 5% chance, like don't waste 95% of your energy focusing on that 5%. Like just go with it. And it's a good point because it's like, the amount of amazing things that we have going on is so good. And it's just like, we need to focus on that. But we worked really hard to bring it to life, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you can't, but you also have to be prepared.
Yeah, of course. No, I know. Yeah. Like, but yeah, so we have that. I think also right after, I was like, oh, I'm just going to take the rest of the year off, which is, no, I'm just kidding. I didn't think that. But like we have 6-figure founder. We have mom retreat. 7-figure founder, mom retreat. We have supper club in New York. We have a supper club in LA also. And that's supposed to be 75 people. We sold out to 105.
No, it's good. Those are going to feel like little baby tiny events compared to the festival. Like, it's like, you're like, oh, a dinner for 100 people. No problem. Give me 3 hours. Like it's just such a beast, like this event. But yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah. Looking back a year ago, what advice would you give yourself today? Or give that girl? I mean, that older woman.
I would, the baby back then a year ago would be
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, now weathered. And
no, literally. No, I think I would tell her, like, you're going to figure it out along the way. I think a year ago I was terrified that I didn't know what I was doing. Or, I mean, I say it all the time now. I'm like, I'll do something big and I'll be like, just so y'all know, like, this is my first time doing this, like as a joke between me and you. But it's like, I think a lot of us like stop ourselves from doing something because we've never done it before. We don't know what we're doing, or we don't have all the information. And I just like, I really do figure it out along the way. And as things come, I'm like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. And whether that's figuring it out through making mistakes or figuring out from calling you and asking someone or calling someone else, looking it up, like you just figure it out. And I wish I knew that a year ago.
Yeah, I think the reality is, and this is something I kind of like year 6 of entrepreneurship, I was like, oh, no one really knows what they're doing. Oh. Like whether you're an entrepreneur or founder, or like we were working with some of the biggest companies in the world. And I was like, oh, they're a mess. Like everyone's just figuring it out and doing their best. And like, again, if you have I think it really comes down to mindset, and you have such a strong mindset, that it's like, you're going to make it happen no matter what.
We had Sammy on the podcast and she said something
Sammy Cohen.
Yeah, Sammy Cohen. And she said something like she was so like confident that she was going to succeed in the type of content that she was creating. Like there's no way that she's failing kind of thing. And it wasn't until I would say like 7 months ago, I really felt that like I will not fail. Like we will succeed. And like, and I think I remember I like texted you even like a month ago or something. I was like, everything from now on needs to be massive. It needs to be big. We're going to be, like I just kept pushing on that because it is like, you just have to be so delusionally confident that you will do anything to make sure that this succeeds. And I'm happy that that's the energy that I'm bringing in because I think that it changed the confidence of how I'm showing up as a leader for sure.
Agreed. Yeah. And I think oftentimes it's funny because like, the role of CEO, we almost have like reverse things in a way because like the role of CEO often is like making sure everything financially adds up and like being cautious about the business and like whatever. And I feel like I'm more like that and you're more like visionary, like we gotta go big. And I'm like, okay, we're just gonna pull you right back in. Like, and it's like, but it's good to have that push pull, I think, because you make it happen for sure. And then I just reel us in when I think it's getting a little crazy.
Yeah, no, and I like that I am, but you know who turned me into that is you. You literally in the beginning, you would keep saying, I don't think you're thinking big enough. Like you kept saying it so many times and I'm like, this is as big as I can think. Like I can't think any bigger because everything that I was doing was so massive for like, me, you know what I mean? And so I was just like,
but it was a massive leap because we went from Blueprint, which was like, oh, we're starting it out. Let's test it out and let's see, to an existing brand who had been known for larger events to like, okay, well, we not only have to do those events, but we have to do 400 times as big events. And like, you have to, you basically skipped like 15 steps.
Years. Yeah, no, seriously.
Exactly. Yeah. In like 10 years of building a business.
So I think that was definitely like a big part of it is like once you're like, okay, think bigger. I was like, okay, like I gotta think bigger. Like what does that look like?
Now I'm like, think a little smaller.
Yeah, you're like, scale it back. But literally everything is like the world's largest.
Truly.
Like, but I do think it really does help like leading with that.
Agreed.
Question. So obviously you've been doing events for a very, very long time. And we were just talking with Sammy Cohen about like just the new era and stuff. What do you feel is different now than how you did things before?
I mean, it's honestly very similar. Like it's very, very similar in a lot of ways. I would say the event itself is very different because the world has changed so much. So we have 4 different stages, 4 different types of programming based on what's happening in the world. And so I think like and also the kind of choose your own adventure is very different too. So I think that's definitely a big change in that way. Also, Supper Club is something that's like completely new to us. Like previously we would do a speaker dinner the night before, and it was all the speakers that were going to be there.
Oh, cool.
And it was like so amazing. Yeah, we always did a speaker dinner the night before, which again was insane. I'm like, why did we ever do an event the night before? Like we just really were masochists. Like it was crazy. And so what's been interesting is like now we have Supper Club, which is like it's a invite only referral based thing, but it's consumers like attending, right? And it's like women, powerhouse women. But I'm like, it's so cool because it's attendees like attending, and like we have an amazing speaker and stuff. But like it's a different iteration of where we're at. And I think it also makes sense where it's sort of like women want to be in the room and they want these experiences, both small and big. Whereas before I was like, I don't think we'd always have an attendee happy hour, but like, it's just like things have changed like in that way. Cause like we're now doing this really elevated, gorgeous dinner for our audience, which is really cool. So there's definitely like things that have changed. And obviously just like the sheer size of the event itself is crazy and being 2 days and stuff like that. Musical performance. I mean, it really is a festival in like the truest sense of the word. So I think that's been interesting. I think also, having you in the CEO position has been so nice because I'm not like the one on site freaking out and like we are freaking out together, but it's more like you are really in control of like everything that's kind of happening and really like making it come to life.
And I think we're like really dialed in, which I'm really excited about. Like, I just feel like the more events we're doing, it's just so cool to just see the new things that we're, thinking up thinking of and all of that. No, I'm
I'll
really
also
excited.
say like my knees definitely hurt more. Like I used to do laps. Like I would be like your girl 45,000 steps, like setting up, stuffing gift bags, like my back, no problem. If I tried to stuff one gift bag, the way I would be out for 10 days.
That was us yesterday. Literally, we were
This back could never.
carrying. I was like, do we have a dolly? Like, why I have to carry all these boxes? Like,
No.
what is happening?
See, I think I can carry a lot. It's just the
knee, the back.
It's the leaning over. Like I would pull out my back in 4 seconds.
Oh my God, I am dead. You're insane.
But what I'm really excited about, like some of the things on site that we have is flash tattoos, Botox. These are all new things like we've never done. Tooth gems. And you mentioned this before, but like essentially a shoe valet, like where you can take off your heels because you're dying and put on sandals.
Yeah, and you can keep your shoes, keep the sandals, and they're yours. It's a gift, and it's going to be so good. I also feel like the amount of sponsors we like activations on site and sponsors and every like Chase Inc. is having this like massive marketplace, and every day 4 new businesses come in,
So cool.
it's really cool just to like have it shift throughout the day. You were talking earlier, we have 3 different brands doing recruiting, and so the amount of people that will be able to find another job is really cool.
I think that's really cool. Like that's something that's like very new and different, and there are also like these amazing brands that are such a huge opportunity. Also, one big trend I'm seeing, non-alc. Like this is I don't feel like previously that was like such a big deal. Like obviously we had like non-alc beverages, but it wasn't like these brands that are powerhouse brands like Free Wines or Sea Glass or whoever. Like non-alc is going to be a huge piece of the festival too, which is awesome. And alc, obviously. But like, I think like there's a lot of non-alc brands having footprints.
Yeah. And I think it's now like even more culturally relevant to have these non-alc brands activate because people don't want to feel like shit the next day.
Totally.
And it's funny. So at Future Summit, I think I said this on the podcast with Ashley from Free. Everybody's walking with these martini glasses all day. And I'm like, oh my God, people are going to be hammered. Like, what is going on? Because we also had an alc brand on site. And it was non-alc all day. All day. And I had no idea. And everybody was just bopping around and having the best time. And so I think it's just now like really important to have those options on site because 1, they're long days. Like they're 12-hour days that, you know, you're at these events and you're still networking. You still want to like be able to leave with some like tangible takeaways. And so being able to feel good is so important. So yeah, non-alc is definitely really big on site.
Are you having a drink tonight?
For sure.
I say all that to say I will be drinking. Wait, what are you going to have?
I don't know. Probably 10 to 1 rum. Really excited. I'm going to do that. And then
a rum. You can do a rum runner or a
daiquiri.
A daiquiri. Or what's the other one that I'm thinking of? Mojito.
Oh, yeah.
Is mojito rum?
I have no idea.
Girl, listen, we'll find out. So tonight we're doing our supper club and the theme is butter yellow. And so the entire decor, butter yellow. Everyone's outfits are going to be butter yellow.
So
we should interstitch video of like the supper club as we're saying this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be absolutely stunning and like so fun. This is the first time we've done like a themed, really aggressively themed dinner.
Which is funny. So the first time we did supper club, it was like the week before. And Jaclyn was like, we should do like garden
noir.
Yeah. I was like, I don't even know how to say noir. Like, what is that? And she was like, floral. So we updated the invite, sent to everybody. Everybody shows up in floral. Jaclyn doesn't wear one single flower.
I said it was as a flippant comment, thinking there's no way, like, I don't know where we got. And then she was like, we sit together. I was like, what? I was like, oh,
so we
God.
tried that. And then, so that was what? New York.
Yes.
Then we did Austin. Austin didn't really have a theme. It was gorgeous, though.
Yeah,
like
Austin was beautiful.
So beautiful.
Moroccan inspired.
This one, we're literally having so many people message and be like, I'm trying to find my yellow dress.
I have picked out at least 6 attendees outfits. Like they are DMing me photos and being like, this one or this one. This one is, I'm like, yes, this one. Let's ride.
No, I'm so excited.
Yeah. And also I was saying, if you can't do butter yellow, just do cream.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll blend.
You should have told me that. I've been saying, I can't help you.
Mine's like, yellow or nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited. We're doing it at a venue in downtown LA owned by a woman, Monica, who's awesome. We love supporting women-owned businesses. So that's going to be super fun as well.
Allison as speaker.
We have Allison Felix, the most awarded Olympian of all time. Well, crazy.
Me and Jaclyn will be interviewing her.
Yeah. So. Literally have not run more than 2.2 miles in my entire life. Again, these knees could never. No. But I'm very proud of Allison.
Yeah, no,
she's awesome.
Yeah, I'm really excited to interview her. And I think the whole experience, every event, like just changes slightly. Like, we'll change the networking game. We changed how the dinner format is set up. We changed how happy, like, it's just like fun little tweaks that we're doing. Yeah, no, I'm really, really excited. I think we're going to have so much fun. I'm excited to just see where the year goes. And I'm excited to record my little message post-festival. I think that will be
pre-festival to yourself, to watch post-festival.
Yeah, to watch post-festival. You know what you should do too? Record one for me.
I mean, could we make it more about you? Yeah. I don't know if it's possible.
Just make a little.
You're literally. It's going to be like the Create and Cultivate Festival, brought to you by Marina Middleton.
No, I'm trying.
Hosted by Marina Middleton, like your name and lights. It's gonna be crazy.
It's going to be amazing. Well, I'm really excited to see everybody there, and cannot wait to just hear everybody's feedback. And like, next year is going to be even better, and we're so grateful. All right, we'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Work Party. If you like what you heard, follow, leave a review, rate the pod, or slide into our DMs.
Check out the different ways you can create and cultivate on our website, createcultivate.com. From retreats and masterminds to our summits and festival.
We have different experiences to support you through your entrepreneurial journey from launch
to legacy.
Follow us at Create Cultivate on all platforms, and don't forget, work hard.
Party on.
Please note that this episode may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products and services. Individuals on the show may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to in this episode.